We're taping. I ain't got no type.
Yes, work. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Cause with the ice and we do this every night. Whoa, whoa, hey, yo, what's going on? Yo, what's up? This is the tag team, and I am Merc B.
And I'm Q.
I just had a delicious drink made by yours truly, Q. Tag team, aka the bartender. It was delicious.
Thank you.
It was delicious.
You.
It got my hand on my hip. My backbone does slip. Speaking of backbone slipping, what you do this Martin Luther King weekend?
Oh, you know what? I just got back from DC. I just want to give some shots out. Darius, Derek, Jamal, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
What's going on, guys? Trey, Stanley, Constant.
Hey, Trey.
Give you guys a shout out. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful weekend in DC.
I love it. I love it. I was actually homebound in Philadelphia, and I only went out one night off the weekend, but I got towed the fuck up.
Okay.
And shout out to Ray and shout out to Montreal. I wound up hanging out and just chilling in the club. So and shout out to Deshaun. I saw you out this weekend, so I just wanted to shout out you as well, Deshaun. So
that's what's up. But you know what? While I was there, I thought about you.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I know that you.
What's there?
It's very special. It's your man. It's a man for you.
Oh, look at this.
It's a perfect. It's the perfect man.
This is funny as fuck, y'all. This is the perfect man. Can you see that? You probably can't see it. It's a chocolate covered man.
I told you when I went to DC I was gonna find you a man.
Sex your chocolate. Sex your chocolate. Because the grave says love of all inside of me.
Sex your chocolate. Sex your chocolate. Hey, and what is it? Read the inscription, if you will.
The inscription, it says he's sweet and decadently rich. Woo! Just how a man ought to be.
Ooh, that is a good man.
That's a good man.
Hold on.
I like some sweet and decadently rich. Let me go put him in the freezer real quick before I lose. I don't want to miss my man with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's all good. Yeah.
That was so sweet. I need me old chocolate man. Chocolate man.
So, you know what? Let's get right into the topic for today, guys. Speaking of a good man.
A good man.
And I ain't got no type.
You ain't got no type?
That's the name of that's what we're going to talk about today. I ain't got no type. Bad nickels is the only thing that I like.
It's so true when you say it like that. Because, it really is true. Like, people always ask me all the time, like, what kind of guys you like? They know how sporadically I date. So they always say, well, what kind of dudes do you like? And I'm like, I don't really have a specific guy in mind. I just want...
You want bad.
I want a bad nigga. Like, I want thoroughness, head to toveness. I want all of that.
I think we need to define what bad is. There's a motherfucker out there right now walking around thinking he bad.
But she ain't though.
No, you ain't the baddest though. I think we should always aim to be the baddest.
Right.
And there are just a few fundamental basics that's keeping you from being the baddest.
Alright, talk to him.
And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking that we're gonna be talking about body and face and
very important. Size.
Very important.
Very important. Although those are very essential things. They are very essential. You need those essential oils.
But one is going to assume that those things are already taken care of.
Yes, because we talk about bad. If you bad, you already have those essential oils locked in.
But we want to make you the baddest.
We want to make you the baddest.
We want to push you over, baby.
Right.
All right.
So what? Okay. So tell me, what is one of the things you think that that is a requirement of official bad bitchness?
Number one.
Number one.
An attitude. Your attitude. It can stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
This is a very good point. Yes. I'll tell you, my weekend was like this. I ended up in a diner late after the festivities on Saturday night, and you know, we was in the diner, Kiki and Cat cackling. Y'all know Merc B is loud as fuck. So I'm in the diner. I'm busting it up with the squad that I'm with, and we are having a good time. And so like the other tables notice us having a good time. And you know, if you ever been to the diner in Philly, you know how that conversation will start at your table, but then it will bounce to all the other tables in the diner if it's a good group in there.
Especially if you with Meek Mills. I mean Merc B.
I know that's right. Keep a bad bitch like 5 times too. But
and bingo.
Okay, and B, what's his name? Oh,
it was, I would have had a dog.
Okay, but it's no shade. Shout out to Glozell. But no. So we were having this conversation, and it drifted to the other tables in the room. And so one of the cats at the other table had like that real fierce, stanky type attitude that was given very much like, child, hey, child, what child? Child, 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 child. I get it, you know, I get it. I'm from Philly. I'm from Philadelphia, so I know I know what that attitude about. I know what that life is about. And it really is, you know, a lot of people say people from Philly is mean. It's a cultural thing. It's not really intentionally mean. Okay. It's just like an automatic defensiveness. Okay. So
it's naturally mean.
It's just it's just an automatic defensiveness. So I get it. But at the same time, I don't particularly think that is sexy.
Right.
And the reason why I say this is because when we started the conversation at the other tables, one of the kids reacted like that, you know, like that real, like, so what y'all seeing over there? What's going on over there? What y'all trying to do? And the cats that was at the table with us was like, see, that'll end up being my, like, daughter. Or that'll end up being, like, my gay daughter. And I was like, I'm like, it's not, I was like, that's not cute to me.
That's not an attribute.
Just instinctively having a shitty attitude. Like if a shitty attitude is your zero,
right? That's
crazy to me.
Especially on a dude though. Like I think that's so unattractive on a freaking dude.
I mean, it depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand. It's like my bra is just child. Girl, my bra got the shitty attitude tonight. But no, like my thing about that is it's a time and place for everything. So yeah, and you know, I feel like in social settings that's not really the time for it.
No, so I don't ever think there's a really good time for a shitty attitude unwarranted. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
If somebody brings you to that level where you got to get a little indignant sometimes.
Right.
Get that.
I understand being protective of yourself. Like I'll say this with the shitty attitude thing. Right. Like if you know somebody bringing you into a situation where a bitch is liable to try you, then I think you should be on your defense just to let a bitch know, listen, I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm super sensitive, so you better watch your step. Right. So I get that.
Yeah, like Whitney said, I'm a Leo, I'm a lion. I take care of mine, I fight for mine.
And just watch what you say, Wendy. Just watch what you say. So I get it.
Yeah.
But at the diner, when everybody is feeling lubricated and lugubrious after we've drank, and I ain't got no time for your shitty attitude. I'm gonna pop you in your motherfucking mouth.
Okay, you don't undulate like that.
Well, okay. We don't need you undulating hate.
Yes. So I get it. And you know, attitude extends far beyond just having a shitty attitude like when I first meet you. Because that stinks too. When I first meet you and you hate and you grit, that stinks. But also your attitude, your outlook on life, how you perceive life, half empty or half full. You know, like attitude really makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
You know, you socialize and how you interact with people. So come with me with a positive attitude. You feel what I'm saying?
So sexy.
It's so sexy.
It's so sexy. And that is my type.
That is my type too. That puts you on the road to being a badass.
Right. That is, and I think that is too, because I think it takes a certain level of mental strength to remain positive.
Yes, it's fortitude.
It's fortitude to remain positive through adversarial circumstances.
Now that is a winner. We call that a champion.
That's a champion. That's a champion.
You're a champion.
And you're definitely my type. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important, like for you to be able to have the intelligence to know that you are in control of your attitude and you are in control about how you feel and you know what you broadcast to others matters.
Absolutely. There's a hero if you look inside your heart.
Yeah. You don't have to be afraid
of what you are.
No, there's an answer. Alright, y'all.
Alright, so anyway, next, number 2.
Okay.
Your lack of ambition. Which I think is in some weird way connected to your attitude.
Did you feel the connection?
I felt the connection.
I felt the connection. Did you feel the connection? I feel the connection between, like you said, a person's attitude and then their motivation.
Absolutely. Apathy is one of the worst attributes. I wouldn't call it attribute. It's one of the worst characteristics that any human could have.
Yeah, that apathy is bad. And by apathy, he means indifference.
Yes.
And by indifference, he means not caring.
Child.
You gonna look for a job today?
Child.
I left some applications on the counter.
Child. Child. Ooh, child. Child.
So, I mean, I understand there's certain things that you need to give zero fucks about. You need to give zero fucks about bitches bringing negativity to you.
That's right.
Be indifferent about that. Be apathetic about that. But just to be apathetic in general about life, goal seeking, goal reaching, where you see yourself, all of those things, you know what I mean? I think that is definitely a turn off.
Absolutely. Somebody said to get anywhere, you gotta start somewhere. But as for nowhere, I ain't even trying to go there. I think it bears repeating. You said it, but it bears repeating. Yes. You know, you have to have ambition to be somebody. I'm not saying that we all have to be doctors and lawyers.
You know, sometimes I don't know what to call him. I just call him because he's so good.
See, she had ambition. You know, you sit up here quoting
that day. To this day. To this day.
You know, shoot for the moon.
And even if you miss,
you'll land amongst the stars.
You'll be amongst them stars.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Honey.
So I think that's enough said. Ambition.
Ambition. Ambition is sexy. Ambition is my type. You know what I mean? Right. And I think it. You know what I mean? I think it definitely. It just shows that the person cares about their life and that they're going to make decisions to put them in a positive place.
Right.
And it's a good way to be.
Absolutely. And if they don't care about their life, they can't care about yours.
Not at all.
Let ambition be your tradition.
Yeah, ambition. Like if a bitch. I just want to say one more thing before we go off this. You know, if a bitch can sit around with no fucking job, and it's real talk.
It's the truth.
Real talk. If you can sit around with no fucking job, if you can sit around, you know, with no desire to better yourself or to know, let's say like this, to know you need to advance your education and you're not taking steps to do it. No, this is real.
No, I'm laughing out of anger because it don't strike me as funny.
I know that's right.
Yes,
okay,
I've been there. That's what I know.
That's what I'm telling you. And then it's like you don't. If you see that you're not taking control of your life, to me personally, this is my personal feelings about it. It means that you're ungrateful and you don't appreciate life and you don't appreciate the fact that you can control and that you can change the things in your life if you try.
That was very, very special.
You know, I'm so glad.
It was. I say it in a very comedic way.
I know,
but it's so true.
I understand
because I meant it from my heart.
I know. I understand. I understand. And you know, and somebody really has a grasp of that. You know, the way they make me feel is also special.
Next is lack of knowledge. Your lack of knowledge could be the bane of your existence, the very bane. It could be the death of you.
It could be
knowledge. And when I say knowledge, it's not just going to school and, you know, books and studies. It's all about knowledge also of the world around you. You know, a lot of people, you know what Beyonce ate for breakfast, but you have no idea about what Prop 8 is, for instance.
Bitch, Beyonce for breakfast, quinoa scrambled eggs.
Ooh, child, bitch. Did you see fucking Deborah Cox was singing down on that Whitney movie? Child.
Tamar be really on the real acting like business fine.
Child. Did you see Cookie Fashions on Empire? Child. Oh my God, my favorite song, okay, Michelle new album is number 4. Child! She say she wrote that about Idris Elba.
She wrote it all about Idris Elba. Child.
Hey yo.
Huh?
So what y'all think about the Supreme Court finally trying to decide whether or not gay marriage should be a right for everybody in the country?
Child.
You know, it's so very important. We don't expect you to know everything, but to seek knowledge on a daily basis. I think it's always important to learn something new and to enhance your life. Lack of knowledge can kill you.
It can. Lack of knowledge can hold you back from your biggest and brightest potential.
That's the truth.
And you know, is it you have not because you ask not?
That's what it's like.
Well, I'm gonna say you have not because you know not.
Because you don't even. Because if you don't know, you don't know what to ask.
You don't even know what to ask, and if you don't ask, you can't never know. See how that go together? See what we did there? But no, it's no shade. Like I really think education is important. I think really, and I really have to like put this out there for gay men. Like it is important that we, as a community, value education, value communication, value these things because once again, these are the things that will allow you to advance in life. Everybody doesn't have this problem, so I'm not making this statement to everybody. If you know, shout out to Justin J. If these bullets touch and agree with your spirit, let them do that. Let these bullets touch and agree with you. So if this is for you, then it's for you to take. If it's not you and it don't apply, you know, keep it moving. But there are some people that really need to understand the value of education, and that education does not stop once you finish high school or once you finish your college studies. You need to be aware of what's going on in the world and how the world is changing. Like we know so much about, I'm not going to say specific things because a bitch could come at me for that, so I'm not going to fucking say that. You know, we know so much about A, but won't ask about B and C. How about that?
Right.
And it's important that we do value education. Like I see a lot of people embark on different projects and doing things, and they go out there and do these projects, but I never see them or never hear about them trying to educate themselves about what they're trying to do. And I think I see that a lot in the gay community, where you just see a bitch strike out, she's just doing something, but they're not taking the time to learn. Right, they're not taking the time to learn and develop while they're doing it. Because I love a bitch that'll just get out and do it. Shout out to a bitch that just get out and do it. Because I'll say this, one of my personal, you know, character flaws is I will sit in the parking lot forever before I get out and drive. But that's because I'm a bitch that always gotta know before I go. You know, but for you bitches that can jump out there with no parachute, more power to you. On the way down though, try to Google something on your phone and learn a little bit more about before you hit the ground. That's all I can say. I don't know if this is a bad analogy, but whatever. You take it, like I said, if it's a bullet touch and agree with you. Once again, shout out to Justin J. Give her royalties. You know, let it touch and agree with you.
I agree with what you're saying. I think it's finding that even kill, like that median, like that medium when you stay in the parking lot too long, that can be problematic. Right. But when you jump without a parachute, taking your words,
it can be detrimental.
It's detrimental. So finding somewhere in the middle, you know, and yeah, knowledge.
I love it. Next one.
Number 4, communication.
Child. Yes, child. Drink child.
Child, please.
Yes, child. Yes, child. Scarf child. Yes, child. Yes, honey.
No child. Earrings child. Yes, child.
Earrings child.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, child.
What child?
I know that's right, child.
Child.
Well,
really, child?
Yeah, no child.
Child, please.
Child.
Oh, no. Don't do a child.
Don't do a
child. No child.
No child.
It's child.
I know that's right, child. Yes, how about child? Child. Ooh, did I say drink child?
No child.
Drink child.
Child. I know that's right, child. It is so important in almost every aspect of life.
I agree.
You know, every relationship that you could possibly have, be it boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, sister, brother, boss, best friend, communication is so pivotal. You know, it's integral. And
well, tell me something. Tell me about some of the experiences where you were negatively affected by somebody that was not a bad enough bitch to communicate clearly.
I just have one word: single. I'm single, okay?
Now you single because they ain't communicating or you ain't communicating?
I mean, I think it was a mixture of both. You know, like I've been guilty a couple of times of, you know, my not communicating or not communicating in a good way. And, you know, and then vice versa. Like our expectations were off. We didn't clearly communicate what it was that, you know, we expected in a relationship.
I like it. I understand it.
Friendships have ended because of
bad communication.
Bad communication. You know who you are. I would call a name right now because I really could, but I ain't that bit of bitch, and he probably ain't watching.
But true and true.
But you know, it's about communication. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
Yeah, and also learning having a range of communication and being able to communicate with other people from other cultures and other backgrounds. Pick up another language, and that relates back to education.
It does. It does. It relates back to education. I love it on the communication piece. Like, you definitely have to have someone that is able to communicate. I will say this: if you are a man and you are out there, you're a grown man, and you don't really know how to articulate your emotions, that is like the biggest turn off to me. Like, I don't know why it is, but I'm like, I am a person that is very communicative.
Yes.
And I, you know, if I have an issue, I love to kind of express myself in a way that you can understand where I'm coming from, even if we don't agree. And when I come across people that don't seem to have a strong acumen in that area, it's a turn off to me, because I feel like at this point in time, you know, we are in the age of information. We are in the age of knowledge, and knowledge is so much more accessible than it has ever been in history. You know, even if you don't know how to express your feelings, you can Google, bitch, these things and say, I can't express my feelings, and get a litany of suggestions to help you with your problems in that way. So I always find it, you know, more or less inexcusable when I come across men that are inept at that.
Well, I want to also add one aspect of communication that is from time to time overlooked, but listening is also a very integral part of communication. Not everybody wants to hear your experiences and what you're going through and what's going on in your life every single day and every single time. Sometimes a good listener is an attractive thing too. Someone that could just listen to what you have to say or what you've been through. Like Jill Scott said, or maybe we could just be silent. Come on! Come on!
I know that's right. I am one of those people that when we talk, I'm always trying to find solutions to the problem. So even if I am listening to you, I'm already trying to calculate a solution.
And if you ever take an acting class, they tell you that's the worst thing that you could ever do.
Right.
Is to think about your next line. Think about what you're gonna say. You don't know how to properly react to what a person is telling you if you're thinking about how you want to deliver your next line or what you want to do.
Right.
You need to listen and react accordingly. Maybe it takes your reaction is nothing at all. To just say, I heard you.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's sexy.
Oh, that's sexy?
That's sexy.
That's sexy, and those are the bad bitches that we like. I like this conversation.
Yeah,
I like this conversation.
That's it. So I want to hear from you guys. You know, outside of the physical, if you want to share that, of course, we are
we're open to it.
I'd love to hear what you're interested in, you know, physically as well. Because I'm just that freak ass motherfucker.
Well, you know what it is. It's the tag team.
It is the tag team.
It is the tag team.
But also, I would like to hear some of the other attributes that you guys find to be alluring, beguiling, something that you think that okay, that would make that what?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, like, when you said that, I really do want to hear from the audience. Like, what do you guys what do you guys find sexy? What do you guys find alluring? What do you certify as official bad bitch material?
That's hot. I like that. Yes, we're posing that to you, and guess what? We're gonna share some of these responses on one of the upcoming shows.
This is what I'm talking about. You bitches involved. Be involved in the movement. Communicate with Merc B. Communicate with Q. And don't have a shitty attitude when you do it. I love it.
Yes, so that's what we're gonna do. So please, please, please populate the comment sections. Let us know what you feel, how you feel, and we're gonna come back and give our little, 2 cents or whatever on it. Put our little 2 cents down on the bill.
I love it. I love it. Once again, I'm Merc B.
And I'm Q.
This is a tag team.
And we love you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.